Today's topic of today's video is going to be whether or not Hillary Clinton is planning to run in the 2020 presidential election. So, as we all know, she did run back in 2016, and she also ran in 2008 against President Barack Obama, who was a senator at the time. And of course, she had lost, even though she was the front runner for many years, and she went on to win the Democratic nomination in 2016, but of course we all know that she went on to lose the presidential election to Donald Trump. So the question stands, is she going for a rematch against the president, and what eventually would turn out if she did? So the first answer, probably not. I mean, she's probably not going to go for a third time at the presidency, even though many people very much stereotype the Clintons as people who rerun in political offices. I mean, Bill Clinton did the same thing, not on the presidential level, but he also did it in the governor elections. And Hillary Clinton, yes, she did do it on the presidential level, running again in 2016, which she was rightfully able to do so, considering that she came back 8 years later after being under the administration of her biggest opponent in 2008. And right now, we really don't see a great possibility of her running in 2020. This week, you're going to see an array of videos that all just show certain things relating to Hillary Clinton. I believe the first video that drops on Sunday is going to be related to her, and then we're going to go through it. Actually, let's see how many videos we have relating to her, because she is getting her name back out in the media, whether she likes it or not. So we have 1, 2, let's see, 3, maybe 4 videos if I'm missing one. But right now I have 3 videos scheduled for the next week out of 28 videos that are going to drop while I'm gone. So if I'm going to put this in my community schedule, I have a schedule for the week that I am gone away for camp. I'm going to upload 4 videos a day. Most of them are around 5 minutes each. One will drop at 12, then 1, then 2, and then finish off at 3 every single day. And the ones that drop at 12 will always be related to 2020. The ones in 1 p.m. will always be related to 2018, and the remaining 2 videos can be whatever I choose to upload. But it should be pretty interesting. So far I've pre-recorded 13 out of the 28 videos, so I have a while to go, and I have to get these done by Sunday at 8 a.m. So I'm hoping that they get done, they get uploaded by then, so you guys have content to see while I'm gone, and it's not just one video. It's going to be a number of videos, because that way you guys can be entertained without actually having to interact with me on a number of other things. But getting a little bit off topic here, we're talking about Hillary Clinton. So let's go ahead and take a look at some opinion polling if Hillary Clinton did indeed choose to run for the 2020 presidential election. Right now, she is leading Bernie Sanders in the most recent poll taken by Harvard-Harris that is going to show Hillary Clinton at 18% of the vote, Joe Biden at 32%, of course, taking the lead, and Bernie Sanders at 16%. For some reason, I'm hearing my voice differently than I normally do, so if I sound different, I apologize for that. I just came back from swim practice, so I'm not sure, but I hear my voice differently than I usually do, which is pretty interesting. But again, Hillary Clinton is probably not going to run. I mean, yes, she does still have that following, the Democratic Party, 19, 13, her lowest at 9, 18% in polling, 17%. And sometimes she does lead Bernie Sanders in these opinion polls or is very near him. In this first opinion poll that I mentioned, she is leading Bernie Sanders. In this one down here, she's only losing to him by 3%, along with the same type of polling company, Harvard-Harris. She is only losing by 3% to Bernie Sanders. Over here, again, another 3% difference between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. And then we go over here, another 3% difference. So the Clinton base really isn't dropping away from her. Just a number of them are going to people like Joe Biden or Bernie Sanders, but she isn't losing a number of those people who would definitely back her becoming the nominee yet again. But that's not enough to win a nomination, which is another telltale sign that she's not going to run. Especially since she can't win the nomination, she's probably not going to run. She may have a possibility of running for something like a Senate race in the future, or a governor's race, or even the mayor race in New York City. But the presidential race is pretty much out of her column for now, especially when we're looking at her new approval rating numbers. Again, not many polls are taken because she's not really that relevant of a figure in politics until her name is mentioned again for possibly running for another presidential election. Right now, 36% of Americans view Hillary Clinton favorably. This was taken back in December of 2017. So again, may not be the most updated source, but if we look at the general trend, her approval rating is not doing too well on a national front, which is another sign that she probably won't run. And people have been talking about whether or not Hillary Clinton would run time and time again. It happened in 2016. Well, yes, she did run. But directly after the 2016 election, in 2017, multiple people have decided to make an article questioning whether or not she's secretly planning on running. And if you go on YouTube and you look through a number of the channels that are predominantly supporting the president. They are focusing on a Hillary Clinton rerun because a lot of them want her to run again, because they know that looking at this electoral map from 16, if you take a Clinton candidate right here, put her on the map, take Donald Trump, these states could possibly flip. Minnesota could possibly go red. Virginia, New Hampshire, a number of these states, if Hillary Clinton does run again, there's a great possibility that a number of these states are going to flip to the Republican column. But it's also not the most likely scenario, but a lot of them do believe that, which is why they're trying to push an agenda which would also not excite Democrats to come out and vote for new type of candidates. So when we have articles from 2017, Hillary 2020, Trump better hope not. Again, this article is probably in the favor of Hillary Clinton running again. But when we look at things like from Business Insider, we look at the top 10 Democrats from 2017 who could possibly beat Donald Trump in the 2020 presidential election. They go through a number of Democrats, but they also mention Hillary Clinton's name a couple of times. And then we go right here. This was the first article that actually got a lot of attention from the media, especially since it came off Politico. Hillary Clinton is running again. That was the headline. A lot of people did believe this for a short period of time. Obviously, she did not run again. She isn't running again. And probably won't. So when we look at this article, it says Hillary Clinton is running again. So we've seen this time and time again. People are constantly speculating, oh, Hillary Clinton might run in the 2020 election, even though she has denied to run in the presidential election. We can go over here, declined to run. Hillary Clinton, she said she would not step into any future political office, but she said she would call out Donald Trump, and especially since her Onward Together PAC has been raising a lot of money that's going to be focused on a lot of people, a lot of funds that help the Democrats. It doesn't seem too likely that she's going to run either, especially since she's pretty much taken a step back from politics and not getting her name out, unlike what she did in 2014 and leading into the 2016 election. And also, most political pundits do not see her as running again. She's not on this list right here where they have an early short list. I believe this article was from 2017, probably early 2017. Let's go ahead and see. Later, 2017, but they have a 2020 Democratic primary draft, and Hillary Clinton is barely mentioned at all. She's not even on the list whatsoever, and it's top names. And Hillary Clinton is probably not going to run. Looking at her 2016 electoral map, it looks like Donald Trump would expand on that if she did choose to run. Her favorability rating is not too high right now, and people have been consistently focusing on a Hillary Clinton rerun time and time again, that it just seems way too impossible to have her actually run again. But since her name is getting out in the media, you're going to see around 3 to 4 videos next week that are related to Hillary Clinton, mainly on Sunday and Monday, and one will drop on Thursday. Thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below, and I will see you all tomorrow.